Good evening, and welcome to this week's edition of Considering All Things. I'm Nicole Schlatt on this Sunday, September 5th. Thank you for joining us today for our Journalism 101 Week in Review. We'll begin overseas, where thousands of Indonesian Muslims continue to rally outside of the U.S. Embassy in Jakarta. They are gathered to protest a Florida church's plan to publicly burn the Quran on September 11th. Rallies are also occurring in 5 other cities throughout Indonesia. Despite this international uproar, the Dove World Outreach Center in Gainesville, Florida, says that they will still commemorate the 2001 terrorist attacks. They will do this by burning the Islamic holy book next week. New Zealand is cleaning up the aftermath of a 7.1 magnitude earthquake that struck the city of Christchurch early Saturday morning. At least 500 buildings have been destroyed, but only 2 people are injured as of today. Already, power is back to 90% of the city, and only 15% remain without water. Schools in the region will be closed for the next 2 days. In the United States, Hurricane Earl proves to be little more than a minor threat to East Coast residents. Earl shifted east along the coast of North Carolina, then lost strength as it moved toward Massachusetts Friday morning. Risk Management Solutions, a disaster modeling firm, reports that winds from Earl reached 54 miles per hour in Massachusetts. A storm must sustain at least 74 miles per hour to actually be considered a Category 1 hurricane. American soldiers are preparing to begin Operation New Dawn in Iraq as part of President Obama's plan to end combat missions in the country by August 31st. This move is considered one of the first in an effort to remove all U.S. forces from Iraq by the end of next year. Officials still warn that the final phase of this war will be difficult. Moving closer to campus, the Lexington Fire Department invites all UK Wildcats to celebrate Campus Fire Safety Month. The department will be hosting fire safety sessions on campus each Wednesday in September. Fire officials will bring a faux smokehouse, digital fire extinguisher training exercises, and free t-shirts to all events. This Wednesday, the sessions will be held at the Commons Complex from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. A proposed student driving program is meeting resistance within UK Student Government Senate. The program would provide free and safe transportation for students at night. It would run between downtown Lexington and locations on campus. Many senators favor the program, but others still remain skeptical because the program would make up 17% of the year's total budget. The Senate will reconvene on September 15th to make an official decision. From the sports desk, the Joker Phillips era officially begins with the 23-16 Wildcat win over the Cardinals this Saturday. This was the 4th straight Kentucky win against Louisville. UK's next game will be at home on September 11th against Western Kentucky University. Kickoff is at 7:30 p.m. Alex Rodriguez is back on the Yankees starting lineup after sitting out since August 20th. A-Rod has been struggling with his left calf for most of the season. He was removed from the disabled list Sunday, just in time to play against the Toronto Blue Jays, but he was still unable to prevent the Yankees' 7-3 loss. In the entertainment world, rapper T.I. and his wife Tamika Tiny Cottle are facing drug charges after police smelled marijuana in their car during a routine traffic stop. Both T.I. and Cottle were released on $10,000 bail early Thursday morning. A spokeswoman for the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department says pills resembling ecstasy that were also found in the car are being tested. T.I.'s new album, King Uncaged, is scheduled for release later this month. A new eating record has been set. Sonia Thomas of Alexandria, Virginia ate 181 chicken wings Sunday at the 9th annual National Buffalo Wing Festival. Thomas calls herself the Black Widow because she is able to eat more than the larger male competitors. She is 5 feet tall and weighs 105 pounds. And that's all for this week's edition of Considering All Things. We invite you to tune in again next week for our Journalism 101 Week in Review. I'm Nicole Schlatt, signing off and wishing you a wonderful rest of the evening.